Hundred Mob in the building. We got your little brother. He's up on the grill right now making them shish kebabs. You know what I'm saying? So we go ahead on, get ready to eat. We gonna go ahead on, we gonna watch the game, and we gonna go ahead on and make it happen for y'all. You already know. Huh? And listen to Steve Urkel contents under pressure, nigga, straight up and down. Cause that's what I got you other YouTubers under, nigga, straight up. Contents under pressure. Straight up and down. Cause every time I drop, you niggas views get lower. Don't nobody pay attention. And you niggas want to emulate me. And you niggas don't want to give me credit. And you don't want to give me attention, nigga. So you already know for all you other content creators that don't want to do that, bring face here. So I gotta get it in. Then you gotta leave the silence with it, nigga, straight up and down. You gotta let it soak in on nigga, straight up and down. Wanna talk about TEC, straight up and down. You already know what time it is with me. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I mean, he wanna talk about the Lil Boosie and the Lil Wayne comparisons, you know what I'm saying? Who was the most influential? Straight up. I don't think it needed to be a conversation from the get-go. We gonna hear what Lil Wop had to say, and we gonna come back, we gonna give it to you the raw way, nigga. We ain't gonna sit up here and play with you with it. You know what I'm talking about? Because Lil Wop said a lot of things that meant a lot in what he said. Because what he did was he kept it thorough and got straight to the bread and, you know what I'm saying, butter with you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? No beating around the bush, because that's what it really was about. You know what I'm saying? This been going on forever in Louisiana with New Orleans niggas, you see what I'm saying? Hating on BR niggas. I'm going to keep it real. Y'all been hating on BR niggas for the longest, you see what I'm saying? And as they coming up, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa in some cases, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't been more of that on BR side than y'all side. And we speaking from somebody that been looking at it from the outside. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you that niggas from New Orleans be sometimes undermining people from BR. But go ahead and listen what TEC had to say.
Listen up about this Boosie and Wayne more influential. To be real, it ain't even about them two dudes. Baton Rouge niggas want to say f niggas. New Orleans niggas want to say f Baton Rouge niggas. It ain't got nothing to do with Wayne, Boosie, this and that. You feel me? That's really what it is. Y'all on some touche and shit just like how a nigga be in the can. You hear me? What's going on right now? This whole conversation ain't got nothing to do with now one of them dudes, and they don't give a f. One of them stay in Louisiana no more. But if you ask me on this, both of them influenced the whole South. They two different type of rappers, and they doing it for Louisiana and make Louisiana look great. You feel me? And them dudes ain't got nothing against each other, so y'all shouldn't either.
100 Mob in the building, man. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anybody that know. You know what I mean? When you do the historical facts of the industry inside Louisiana and you talking about the peers, then you know it's something up. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing that need to be really talked about. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit here and say that New Orleans been all the way in support of Baton Rouge hip-hop since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not all the way. Because the only nigga that was supporting BR hip-hop is Master P. You know what I'm saying? You got to get at it. You know what I'm saying? The real way. You know what I'm saying? It was some that did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the whole New Orleans, you know what I mean, is hating on BR, but they always felt like BR was trying to be like them. And BR got their own sound. They got their own style. You know what I mean? It's just similarities. You know what I mean? You got one that's an hour and some change, an hour away. You know what I mean? So y'all gonna have different, you know what I mean, silences or tones and things in the way y'all operate, of course. But it's all similar to an outsider. When y'all look at Louisiana as a whole, all you niggas sound alike. You see what I'm saying? And that's real talk. It's just that if you know, you know. You know what I mean? When you talk about the whole culture of Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying? We talking about, nigga, Jigger City, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is where the jigging started. You feel what I'm talking about? So those who know they got their own culture. Niggas is jigging. You don't see no niggas in the NO jigging like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Niggas be trying it, but nigga, it started in BR, nigga, straight up and down. So BR got their own culture on what they started. Niggas ain't never tried to be New Orleans. You see what I'm saying? What it is it's the capital of Louisiana, and that's what they showing out as. Now they got their own image. They got their own music. They got the biggest artists that ever come out of Louisiana to come out of BR now, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I know it make a lot of niggas mad, so niggas say a lot of things and try to talk about Wayne and try to talk about Boosie. Nigga, we know Lil Wayne is way more influential than Boosie. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about hip hop, yeah, of course. But when you talk about Baton Rouge, Lil Wayne is not more influential than Boosie. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga make better music. But he not more influential than Hatch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he never will, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause Hatch done went down to the ghettos of BR and he been doing for BR for the most, nigga. So even if it is true, they never gonna let it be true in your eyes. When you go to Baton Rouge and you talk about the Wiener Spencer and all that, nigga, you talk about, you know what I mean, the Blue Corner Store chicken digger, you talking about Boosie. You know what I'm talking about? The Baton. Real talk, man. I ain't got nothing else to say about it, bro. It's just that simple, man. I know niggas be hating on it, and niggas be trying to act like they ain't gonna get BR. They just do. Nigga, I'ma get BR. They just do. Nigga, right now, they got one of the biggest artists that ever come out of Baton Rouge, you know what I'm saying, and Louisiana, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And y'all drop the comment name on that, nigga. I'm not even gonna say it in this video. I want y'all to drop what's the biggest artist out of Louisiana right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know the biggest artist out of Louisiana is Lil Wayne. They ain't gonna cap to you, nigga. If you want to talk about it, now, I'm talking about right now, nigga. Know what I mean? I'm talking about overall right now who is the biggest artist in Louisiana with the most impact, nigga. We all know who that is, man. And he come from Baton Rouge, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all a hint. He not from the bottom of Baton Rouge. You know, y'all know who the nigga is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you talk about N.O. and you talk about BR, ain't no more comparison, man. They doing two different things. They in two different lanes, two different sounds, but it's similar. You know what I mean? When you talk about who had the biggest impact out of Louisiana, then, hey, you got to look at, you know, in New Orleans. I mean, you got to look at them. That it is what it is, because it was New Orleans that gave Baton Rouge their first shot. You know what I mean? When you talk about Master P and Young Bleed and all that, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. So ain't no mix up and ain't no wondering about who got the most impact and the most influence and stuff right now. It's different days and different times. Back in the day, you would have to say New Orleans had the biggest influence. I'm talking now, I'm not even talking about Lil Wayne and Boosie. I'm talking about the cities now, because this is what TEC took it to. And he just getting to the meat and potatoes, nigga. You niggas do be trying to act like y'all just want to say F them and they want to say it back to y'all. Y'all been had y'all own little internal things. Y'all been working together and y'all been still bringing it together. But we know what TEC talking about. Y'all drop them comments, man. I'm out.